Welcome to the Eat Better, Move Better, Live Better podcast presented by Flourish with Tracy, where we'll dive into the realms of holistic wellness, plant-based nutrition, yoga, and self-care to help you live your best life. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern for our special segments. Meditation Mondays, start your week with mindfulness. Wellness Wednesdays, get the midweek boost you need. And Sadness Saturdays, dedicate weekends to personal growth. Join us as we explore and discuss all the ways to eat better, move better, and live better. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Happy New Year! Today we're going to discuss resolutions versus intentions for the new year and why one works and one doesn't. Have you already set a resolution for this year? Have you maintained it so far? And let me ask you this. Have you already broken the resolution? And if you have, there's nothing wrong. You're actually with the majority. Most people, about 90%, fail to keep their resolutions within the first month of setting them. Resolutions are setting you up to fail. So why is this? Let's look at it. A resolution is a firm decision to do something. It's set in stone, it's hardwired, it's rigid, it's a fixed outcome. And when we set resolutions, we tend to think too big, as if we may be trying to impress someone or ourselves. Or we're just not being truthful with ourselves. We've bitten off a chunk that's too big to chew. With resolutions, oftentimes there's not a real comprehensive plan. Sometimes it's impulsive. We're not sure how to do what we're trying to do. Sometimes we may overspend, thinking we need to purchase something in order to meet this goal. And sometimes that could come at a heavy financial cost. It becomes painful because we may overdo it and we sometimes may hurt ourselves. And we select things that we may think are improvements, such as joining a gym when we hate the gym, and not really finding out what the root cause is of why we need to do the thing that we're trying to do. And we may be fooling ourselves because we are often in denial. If, however, we were to take the same goal and set it up with an intention, we are actually focusing and realizing a course of action. It's a mental state to focus on the process with aim. It is flexible and it is positive. An intention is an affirmation, and it takes time. We didn't wake up in the state where we currently are, where we want to change. It took time to get there. And over time, we need to get back to where we want to be, and we need to respect the process. And we need to affirm our success and believe it, because if we don't believe it, we won't achieve it. So intention is an affirmation. It's small pieces, small bites at a time towards a common, larger goal. It initiates and helps to create a habit. It impacts lifestyle. It facilitates change. And it always considers the why. Why are you doing this? So we know that most people do not keep resolutions. The percentage, however, of people who keep intentions is over 80%. It's a huge difference between the intention and the resolution. So why do people who make an intention actually keep it? It is because, as we've discussed, many people make resolutions at the start of the new year intending to improve themselves or something in some way. And more often than not, these resolutions are forgotten within the few weeks because they're strict, measurable, firm. Humans are not hardwired for resolutions. We are wired for a more nebulous, flexible process of intention. Intentions are a way of setting a goal for a new year rather than making a strict resolution. It allows for a greater sense of mindfulness and adaptability. With an intention, you set a general goal for yourself without the pressure of a rigid plan. This way, you can approach the new year with a positive, open mindset and make the changes as needed. Intentions energize actions. Resolutions often fade away before the work is done. Intentions are long term. They are seen as a journey, not a destination. The changes are sustainable. It encourages and supports flexibility, and it allows for self-care and self-compassion. So, let's look at this example. We're going to do an exercise. We're going to look at the same objective from two viewpoints, one of a resolution versus an intention. So let's say you set a goal of eating healthy. If you make a resolution, you'll more than likely say, I am going to eat more healthy. And you may immediately decide to throw out all the food that you currently have in the house. You may overspend on healthy food. You may subscribe to a food service. You may abruptly stop eating out. You may spend and splurge on personal cooking lessons. You could download an app and spend hours looking at it. You can stock up on cookbooks. You may overeat and then feel guilty about it, or you may snack or dine out. And then you realize it's too hard because you really love pizza. And so you may not eat healthy because you were going to. An intention, however, takes out the going to, or your should have, or you could have. You actually say it as if it is happening right now, right here and right now. The intention is, I eat healthy. All of the passive words are gone. I eat healthy. And so what you would do instead is affirm with every meal, I eat healthy. And you do it every day. You consult or examine what you like and what you don't like to eat. You begin with replacing one item or one meal at a time per day. You slowly build. You incorporate additional things which support the goal, such as drinking an additional cup of water. You express gratitude for each item replaced. You see every small thing as a win. You visualize and see the healthy meal. You visualize and embrace benefits of eating and chewing slowly. You seek assistance. And everything you do is towards the goal, I eat healthy. And if it doesn't, then you don't do it. And you enjoy the process. You enjoy the learning and the growth and the discovery. You may also find a new healthy alternative that will still allow you to enjoy pizza. So how does an intention work? Well, it starts with the subtle body, the affirmations that we just mentioned. You're changing your mindset and drive, and you set yourself up to succeed instead of fail. So for example, let's say there's a day and you feel like you only have 40% of energy to dedicate towards your goal. If you're setting a resolution, you may feel that you're failing because you're saying, wow, I only have 40% to give. However, from the mindset of an intention, if you only have 40% and you give that 40%, you have thus given 100% of what you had to give. I eat healthy. and I gave 100% of the 40% that I had allocated to do so. That subtle change impacts the subtle body. And the subtle body is the unconscious body. And there's a science behind it. The science behind affirmations and intentions is called neuroplasticity. It's the brain's ability to form new connections and reorganize itself. It is the scientific foundation behind the effectiveness of affirmations. Our brains are not fixed entities. They can change and adapt throughout our lives. When we repeat affirmations, we rewire our brains, creating new neural pathways that support our desired beliefs and behaviors. And when we repeat affirmations, the brain's neural circuits are activated. This repetition sends signals to our brains, reinforcing the desired belief and the weakening of the old limiting view. And as we repeat the affirmations, the neural connections associated with the new beliefs become stronger, making it easier for our minds to accept and embody the positive statements. And affirmations play a crucial role in cultivating a growth mindset. And that is our belief that our abilities and our intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. And by using affirmations that promote growth, such as I learn and improve, we can shift our mindset from a fixed limitation to endless possibilities. This empowers us to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and ultimately achieve our goals. The subtle body, the unconscious body, the body that is within us and internal and not external, physical, synchronizes our mind and our body. All of our subconscious actions become real to us. So if we intend it, it shall be. We speak it into truth. It is mental, not physical, and it is energy-centered focus. The hardest part is seeing it. When we make a resolution, we automatically jump to trying to be this that we are seeking to be. With an intention or affirmation, it's the other way around. Once you see it, everything else falls into place. So the process would be to see it, say it, do it, believe it, be it. So here's an exercise for you. Repeat to yourself, I climb mountains. Now you've never been to a mountain, but you intended and you affirm, I climb mountains. And then you go out into your backyard and you place your foot upon a dirt mound. Think of the first thing you do if you got to an actual mountain. You'd lift your foot and you place it at the base of the mountain. Is not the action the same? To the subtle unconscious body, you're climbing mountains. So the science of neuroplasticity supports the idea that our brain structure and function can change in response to experience and thought patterns. It is important to have a positive affirmation. So your subconscious mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant, you will sow and you will reap. There are some myths associated with intentions and affirmations. That it's a prayer or associated with religion. It is not. That it's calling a spell or it's a form of witchcraft or sorcery. It is not. That they don't work. They're wishful thinking, or that they work instantly. That it can automatically fix a negative situation or feeling. This is not so. If you are continuing to feel negative feelings, then perhaps you seek help. Perhaps that's the intention. that it works only for people who are gullible, who can be hypnotized, or it only works if it's said out loud. Not so. That intentions and affirmations can fix everything or replace a medical professional if you have an ailment, or that it will help you win the lottery in a financial situation. All not so. And there's also the myth that all affirmations and intentions are the same, such as learning to drive a car versus changing how you snack. They're not the same. However, the process by which you go through an affirmation would be the same, such as climbing the mountain. When you're setting an intention or an affirmation, be sure to avoid comparison. Be sure to avoid doubting yourself. Trust what you see, say, do, and believe. Stop telling yourself that you're not qualified or good enough or worthy. Instead, intend and affirm. Here's an example. Let's say there's a green crayon and an orange pencil. The green crayon looks at the orange pencil and says, "I'm not sharp enough." The orange pencil looks at the green crayon and says, "I'm not colorful enough." Both fail to see the unique gifts that they have. Both fail to see that they each get to create something beautiful if they just use and are grateful for what they have. So make your affirmation intention unique and germane just to you. You are uniquely amazing. Growth happens when you start doing the things that you're not qualified to do. So set your intention for what you wish to achieve this year. Instead of a resolution, make the intention. See it. See yourself achieving this intention. Say it. Say it to yourself each step along the way. Do it. Do the things that will help you reach the intention. Believe it. Reinforce what you're doing. And finally, be it. Become that which you intend. See it, say it, do it, believe it. Intentions fueled are greater than resolutions made. Happy New Year. Thanks for tuning in. I hope today's insights help you on a personal journey towards a healthier, happier life. Don't forget to join every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern for more self-care and holistic wellness tips. Before you go, make sure to comment, click the bell, like, and subscribe buttons for upcoming episode notifications. Be sure to always consult a medical professional before making any major changes regarding your health, diet, or routine. In the meanwhile, stay motivated, stay inspired, and remember, every step you take is one step closer to a better you. Until next time, keep flourishing, and as always, may all be well.